falling from English skies. It was the morning of January 10th, 1945, somewhere in England. It was dark and it was snowing that morning. Each man went about his job in the usual way, some not knowing it was their fatal flight. Our bomb load was 4 1,000-pound bombs instead of the usual 6, as we were the chaff ship. We had just gotten airborne and were slowly gaining altitude. I was standing at my usual position at the right waist gunner station, looking out when suddenly the entire plane began to shudder like a live thing. The engines were roaring their all, it seemed, but we were losing altitude fast. I felt the treetops of the hedge beat against the belly as we just cleared. The next instant we struck. I remember falling forward, then nothing. The next thing I saw was flame all over the waist. I was lying somewhere where the lower ball turret had been. It was burning up. Only one thing was in my mind: to get away, and fast. I got up and ran back to the waist door. The lower ball gunner and the radio man were trying to get it open, but it was jammed. Just how, I do not know, but somehow we got it open and stumbled out into the snow. We'd covered only a short distance when the gas tanks went up in one big whoosh, shooting flames high into the air. After this, I remember very little, except that occasionally I remembered that I wanted to return. My pals were in the plane, but the lower ball man would not let me. I reckon he saved me by so doing. 2 of the bombs exploded when we were about a half-mile or so from the wreckage. I faintly recall it as it knocked us to the snow. After this, I remember nothing till we walked into a farmhouse. The ball gunner bandaged my head as I had a cut that was bleeding some. Our pilot, co-pilot, engineer, and tail gunner were killed. Bombardier and navigator were severely injured. It seems like a dream, but the empty bunks in our barracks proved it was not. We attended the funerals of our fellow crewmen, whom we learned to love as brothers. And I feel it's only by the grace of God that we escaped with our lives.